Hello, welcome to the cockpit. So this is the second part of this video. So let's start the engine.
Chalice 1, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 170, 15 miles.
Okay, the engine is starting. It's been started by the compressed air. The revolutions are okay, so let's put some fuel into it. And it's starting to rotate faster and faster. I can hear that my wingman is also starting his engine. Okay. Engine is responding correctly. Let's put all the electronic systems on. Okay, that's it. These electronic countermeasures. Okay. Okay, trim positions are in the middle, centered. That is great. So our call sign is Viper 1. I'm Viper 1-1. My wingman is Viper 1-2. Steer points are set properly. So the steer point 5 is the strike. It's the split airbase which need to be destroyed. The map can't be moved. Unfortunately, you cannot see never like the complete map. You just see you are always centered in the middle. So we are going to take off from the Amendola airbase in the Italy and going to destroy the split airbase in Croatia, which is currently occupied by the Serbian forces, and then we should be able to return to this Amendola airbase again. Let's quickly check the control surfaces. Okay, everything seems to be responding properly. Air brake as well, okay. So I'm gonna set up the Durandals. Basically, I'm gonna use the CCIP mode for throwing these bombs or releasing these bombs. Is the constantly computed impact point. Below it is the constantly computed radar. It's computed by the radar, so you can lock some building, for example, on your radar, and the bomb will be automatically released when it will be in the proper position for the release. I'm going for manual aiming just to align myself correctly with the runway. I will be dropping singles. The release pulse will be set to 6. So all 6 bombs will be released. So as you can see, the release pulse is 6. So it will be 6 singles, not 6 pairs, 6 singles. And the spacing, I was counting in the length of the runway is 2,800, something like that. So the spacing between the bombs must be 1100 feet. So let's set up that spacing. Okay, that's too much basically. So let's use 999 is the top, it's the maximum. What was the length? The length was 6,800. Okay, 6,800, not 2,000. It was the length of the runway. So that's the spacing, exactly or almost 1,000 feet for 6 bombs. Maybe I will try to hit the middle more times. So let's set up it to direct like 900. Okay, that's it. That's the setup. Let's go to the harm. Harm is working. Okay, I can see some Patriot sight that way on the right side somewhere. It will be somewhere behind the airfield, protecting. Okay, you can see it here as well on the HSD. So that's it. The radar warning receiver should be working. It's like it's this button. If it says airware ready, it's not working. It has to be in the sys position, and then it's working basically. Very, very interesting, but it's like this. Okay, that's it. Let's switch the position to the external central. EZM still off on the ground. Basically, lights on. Control panels or the audio panels on. Let's switch on the nose wheel steering, and we are ready to go basically. I will wait until this inertial navigation system, this INS, you can see it on my first line on my DET, this data entry display. The first line said ENS 6.0. This is the alignment of the inertial navigation system. Basically, it has to rotate, it has to calibrate all the gyroscopes, so it will know like the position of your aircraft, in which you are, the heading, the direction, the altitude, the angle of attack. All these measures basically will be counted and provided into the flight computer, which is controlling your surfaces. Basically, this was the first fly-by-wire aircraft, completely like 100% fly-by-wire. Even the stick itself, it's not movable in F-16. You cannot move it up and down, forward, left, right. It just measures your pressure onto the stick, so it's not movable. It's a very interesting feel when you move that stick in the F-16. It's completely different than the other aircrafts where you can move it. So I'm still waiting for this INS to start beeping, so I will know that it's aligned and I can switch it to navigation. And then I'm gonna take off. The takeoff is planned to be at 11:13. We have currently... Okay, the time is not here. Will appear here once I switch it to the navigation mode, so later I will see the timer, but there is a clock somewhere here, so it's almost 10 o'clock. Oh, should be 11, I don't know, it's strange. Just 2 minutes. But the small digit is like maybe like this. No, it will be 10 o'clock. I'm surprised. At 8.2 it should be like aligned completely. Okay, it says ready already. 8.0 is okay for alignment, so let's switch it to the navigation mode. Let's set up the bingo fuel for 7,000, so I will know when to drop my central fuel. and the clock it's 11, almost 11 o'clock, but the manual clock says something completely different to this, or this analog clock. I'm surprised. I've never noticed this in the cockpit. I will wait for 11, basically just to see what will happen with this analog clock, whether the small hand will move like a will jump to the 11. Maybe this will happen. I don't know. But currently it's like, if I zoom it, it's definitely 10 o'clock in 1 minute, basically. So we'll see. Okay, let's switch to the steer point 2 already. I will head there directly after the takeoff. Okay, just 1 minute to go.
Viper 1-2, rejoin formation.
He's not talking to me all the time. I don't know why. Maybe I was talking bad things about him and he's now pissed or upset and he doesn't want to talk to me. We'll see in the air. Maybe he will be more talkative. Okay, so 15 seconds to start taxiing. I just want to wait till 11 o'clock. 2 seconds. It's 11 and the clock moved as well, like this analog clock. Okay, jump to the 11 digit, so it's not moving like the analog clock, it's somehow like half digital, half analog, so.
Viper 1-1, request taxi.
Viper 1-1, taxi, runway 29, hold short.
Viper 1-2, request taxi.
Viper 1-2, taxi, runway 29, hold short.
Okay, let's taxi to the runway. She said runway 29. Sometimes they change the direction. You have to be careful where to taxi. They change the direction from the takeoff and landing from time to time. Maybe it's because of the wind, of the wind. Maybe the wind changes, so they also change the direction. I'm carrying like Durandals, harm on this side, 2 AMRAAMs and 3 AMRAAMs here and 3 Durandals here. So I will talk you more about the Durandal bomb after I take off, how it is like designed and how it works, how it operates. You can then Google it, or maybe you can watch some YouTube videos about the Durandals, how they work. The name or the typology of the Durandal is BLU 107, so you can find it out how it works. It does real magic with paved ways, basically like the concrete, for example. Okay.
Viper 1-1, request clearance for departure.
The runway is clear.
1, Amendola, tower, position and hold, runway 29.
Okay, position and hold, runway 29, so let's go on to the runway. Still seems to be clear.
Viper 1-1, Amendola, tower, you are cleared for takeoff, runway 29, depart heading 200.
Viper 1-1, roger, depart heading 200, going for takeoff.
Viper 1-2, Amendola, tower, position and hold, runway 29.
Chalice 1, be advised, hostile aircraft bearings 005, 240 miles, 10,000.
I'm hit!
Okay, 2000, we can rotate.
5, let's go home.
Viper
gear up.
12, Amendola Tower, you are cleared for takeoff. Runway 29, depart heading.
Viper 11 takeoff, heading 200.
Viper 11, Amendola, departure. Resume own navigation.
Viper 11, copy, resuming on navigation. So let's head to the steer point 2. My wingman should be airborne any moment. He just confirmed that, so he's airborne as well. Let's head together to the steer point 2. I will cross this cloud layer. It's very low to the ground, basically just 5,000 feet over the ground. I love the moments when you take off, the weather is terrible down there, and you just cross the cloud layer and it's always like the sun is always shining here above the clouds. It's always nice here.
Departure. Resume own navigation.
Okay, so let's activate my radar already. So we see the threats. I can see the 16 on my radar warning receiver, therefore I know that my radar warning receiver is working now. Let's switch the radar to the 80 miles range. Okay, just to continue my talking about the Durandals, basically they are designed to destroy the paved ways, basically like the taxiways, the runways, some roads, such objects like this. Let's say the army found that if you drop a regular bomb on a concrete runway, for example, it explodes on the surface. It like completely scratched the concrete, for example, the concrete block. But you are really able to replace it within, let's say, 1 hour, maybe, if you have like similar concrete blocks onto your disposal. So you can maybe replace it within 1 hour, and the airfield is operational again. So that's what like the normal like general purpose bombs do. Basically they explode onto the surface, but the Durandal works different. When it is dropped, it opens the parachute, so it is stabilized like in the vertical position, and it falls onto this parachute in a certain altitude from the runway, from the surface. It activates the rocket booster, rocket engine at the end, basically, and it's accelerated to, I don't know the speed, but it's really like fast. It's really accelerated like the projectile, and it's thrown against this runway, and the fuse is delayed, so it penetrates the concrete. Basically, it goes, I don't know how deep under the concrete, and then it explodes. So therefore, it's not just destroy the concrete, it destroys also the hardened, I don't know, some stones, something like what is under the concrete, and it creates much bigger crater on the runways. Therefore, it is much difficult to repair such damage. It's not just replace the upper surface, but you have to really repair the runway like more into deep. So that's the purpose of these Durandals. They are specially designed to be used against runways. I'm gonna reduce my thrust just to allow my wingman to form onto my wing. Gonna say him that. Rejoin.
Viper 1-2, rejoin formation. Viper 1-2, on my way.
Now he is responding to my calls. That's great. Okay, so I'm crossing the coast of the Italy. So let's switch off the lights. Let's activate the EZM. Let's arm our weapons. I'm ready to use them. I'm gonna talk the same to my wingman. So let's turn the EZM on.
Viper 1-2, music on. 2, music on.
Okay, music is on. Let's ask AVAX about the threats.
1, Viper 1-1. Request vector to threat.
Viper 1, Sentry 1, nothing's up right now.
Okay, so no threats in the area.
Chalice 1, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 060, 100 miles.
I'm slowly closing to this steer point 2, just to see the wall flight plan. It's 20, 40, 60, 80 miles is the split airbase, and then another like 100 miles back to the base. So, but it will be just a moment. It's very quick. So I'm currently in 18,000 feet, no need to climb any higher. If there is a SAM system, it's then much difficult to outmaneuver it if you are too high. There is a thin air, the missile is very effective in thin air, the aircraft is less effective in thin air. So it's always hard to defeat the missile if you are high. Just to the navigation, you can switch your steer points by this. By clicking this, you can see it's changing. Number 4 is initialization point. Number 5 is the target. Number 5 is the target. So back to steer point 2, which is regular steer point. I can see my steer point here on my radar, basically. So I now see that my radar range is 80 miles. This steer point is not in the middle. The middle is 40. It's maybe not 30, it's like 25 miles ahead of me. If I change it to 40, for example, I can see that the middle of the 40 is here. So this is 20 miles, it's like 22, 21 miles in front of me. And the same goes for the HSD. You can simply see that it is like the 30 selected miles. Each circle represents like 10 miles here in this scale. So this is 10, 20. The steer point is currently 20 miles ahead of me. If I switch to 60, each circle represents like 20 miles, so 20, 40, 60 miles. And I can see the steer point also here on this hut on the ground. It's projected there, so therefore I know where my steer point is. And here near to the gun cross, there is a small symbol. Now you can see it here. This symbol here, which shows you the direction to your selected steer point. So if I switch to steer point 4, 5, back to steer point like landing, you can see that it shows like back now. Yeah, so I selected some steer point which is behind my back currently. So back to my flight path, back to steer point 2.
Sentry 1, Viper 1-1. Request vector to threat.
Viper 1, Sentry 1, nothing's up right now.
Okay, no threats so far. I do not see my wingman. Maybe if I call him closer.
Viper 1-2, close up formation.
He should be on the left side, somewhere down below,
2, closing up.
under my wing.
Chalice 1, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 1.
Viper 1-2, close up formation. 2, closing up.
Okay, fuel is... I can see the fuel warning just because my fuel is at 7,000 pounds. So let's switch to the normal gauge, and let's drop the fuel tank. And let's switch this bingo fuel warning to 2000. Okay. So let's switch to steer point 3. I still cannot see the exact coast where split airbase is, but I can see some target over the airfield, probably at 25,000 feet. Very fast target, so this is definitely a fighter.
Viper 1-1 Sentry 1, contact confirmed, hostile.
Okay, a hostile flying away. But he might turn back any moment. And another target at 23,000 feet behind him.
Sentry 1, Viper 1-1, declare.
Viper 1-1 Sentry 1, contact is outlaw.
Okay, outlaw as well. So, seems like we have company. Oh, 29 on the warning. These guys here. So we have company.
Sentry 1, Viper 1-1, declare.
Viper 1-1 Sentry 1, contact confirmed, hostile.
Okay, attack number 1.
2, Viper 1-1, engage. Bearing 030, 25 miles, 21,000. Bandit 12 o'clock, blow. 2, Wilco. 2, 1, Fox 3 long.
Fox 3. I have to fire at secondary already.
1, Fox 3 long.
I can't wait until they are launching missiles. I can see them, and I lost track. So let's defend. I lost the lock. Missile 2 is pitbull already. So oh, there's a missile behind me. Maybe I turned too late. This is not looking great.
2, info. 2, Fox 3 medium. 2, engage defensive.
Viper 1, Sentry 1.
The missile is still closing to me, and it hit me. I've been hit.
Caution.
And so do my wingman was hit, basically. And looks like we hit also some aircrafts. There are some splashes there. So we'll see the result. Let's go into the debriefing screen. And let's see what was the... So I hit one AMRAAM, he hit one AMRAAM, and we got destroyed. The rating is failed, terrible, horrible, as you can see. I turned it way too late. It's the R77M, very modern like Misa, the modernized version. It has really great range, so it's really late for me to turn back. I should turn immediately after the first launch, not to wait any longer. So it is 1-1, basically, to this score.
Threat aircraft bullseye 030, 100 miles, 10,000.
I need to plan the OCA strike once again, so let's go for it. Hopefully it won't be like... Or maybe I can load my position. Wait a moment. So back. Campaign saved. I don't know what kind of aspect you will see now in the video, but let's go and let's repeat this mission. I'm gonna go for the taxi directly. So
Chalice 1, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 170, 15 miles.
no need to start my engine
Chalice 1,
again.
be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 065, 25 miles. Chalice 1, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 060, 80 miles.
As you can see, there is a lot of bandits in the air in a big groups,
Bullseye 070, 100 miles.
still over the
Chalice
Serbian
1, be advised,
territory.
hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 075.
In the real Balkan world, it was completely different situation. They have the Serbian have zero chance to do anything. For example, a lot of, just because of the sanctions, a lot of MiG-29s were non-flyable or unable to fly, basically.
1, taxi, runway 29, hold short.
So they were putting
hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 115, 100 miles.
working devices to another one to keep at least few of them be flying.
2, taxiing.
Many of them were destroyed on the ground. Many of them took off, but it were really in a bad shape, bad condition. For example, there was a flight of MiG-29s. First of all, it was the export version of the MiG-29. It was not the original version from the Soviet Union. So it lacked many important how to say it, equipment on board. And there was, for example, a try to do something with them in one flight.
Viper 1-1, request clearance for departure.
Viper 1-1, Amidola, tower, position and hold, runway 29.
So there was a two-ship formation of MiG-29s trying to take off.
Chalice 1, be advised, hostile launch activity detected.
One of them was without the radar, so one of them was completely blind, didn't have the radar. And one of them
Viper
was
1-1, Amidola, tower, you are cleared for takeoff, runway 29, depart heading 200.
or let's say the second was without the radar warning receiver, so one was able to see and one was
Viper
able to
1-2, Amidola, tower,
to
position and hold, runway
know.
29.
One was unable to see and one was unable to know whether you are locked or not. So it was in such shape basically. And they took off in the 100% cover of
Amidola, tower, altitude, depart heading 200.
I jumped a little bit.
Altitude.
So they were taking off in the cover of the AWACS and in complete air superiority of the NATO fighters, so there was no chance to take off by them.
Viper 1-1, Amidola, departure.
Or
Resume on
they were able to take off, but they were shot down, so basically no chance for them to do anything.
80 miles.
2, airborne.
Okay, let's head to steer point 2.
Chalice 1, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 075, 120 miles. Chalice 1, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 110, 120 miles.
Viper 1-2, Amidola, departure. Resume on navigation.
Okay, so let's change the bingo fuel again. Let's set up the weapons once again.
Jammer.
Chalice 1, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 130, 80 miles.
Okay, I'm ready to fly. Ready to do anything. And let's see the bandits now. Much earlier, and let's try to defeat them now.
Viper 1-2, rejoin formation. Viper 1-2, on my way. Viper 1-2, music on. 2, music on.
I'm using a little bit of time compression until we reach certain altitude.
Bearing 350, 220 miles, 27,000.
Okay, we are leaving the coverage of our Patriot. MiG-29s again appeared. Let's... Okay. So, you attack this one.
Viper 1-2, Viper 1-1, engage. Bearing 040, 25 miles, 25,000. 2, Wilco. 1.
Oh, I launched too early.
Bandit 12 o'clock, low.
Viper 1, Sentry 1, be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 040, 25 miles.
So let's send another Fox 3.
2, Fox 3 long.
Okay, they are starting to fire at me again, so let's launch
1,
at this.
Fox 3 long.
Chaff flare.
I can see the missiles flying into our direction, so let's go defense.
2, Pitbull.
Chaff flare.
Missile behind me again. Let's be fast. And another missile behind me.
Altitude. Altitude.
I can see 3 missiles
2,
behind me.
defensive.
Maybe it's 4 missiles. Who of this is closer to me? I don't know. Let's change the direction, therefore they have like difficulty to turn. Oh, this is really close, this one. I can see it perfectly. No.
Chaff flare.
Phew. Phew, it exploded like... Another missile here, coming into me.
Warning. Warning.
It's really impossible to defeat these R-77Ms. They have like greater range than your own missiles and are really fast. My wingman has been shot down as well, so that's the second time I'm flying this mission. It's really hard to get to this. Again, one kill me, 1 kill him. I was okay, so probably I got rescued. I will try it once again. I will try to shoot directly 4 AMRAAMs at them without no hesitation. So as soon as they get into the range of my arms, I'll fire it. Looks like it was this MiG-29, this formation. There is an Eurofighter coming here, but I don't know. They should meet first. Let's go for takeoff directly on the runway.
Detected. Bullseye 170, 15 miles.
And this will be the last try. If I didn't manage this, I will save it like it is, and I will accept the result basically. No need to repeat it for so many times. It's a dynamic campaign, so we lost 2 aircrafts, they lost 2 aircrafts. It is what it is, okay? So we are equal. They have the advantage of the higher altitude, so I'm gonna climb more, like into the 20,000 feet like they were. Therefore, my AMRAAM will have like greater range. Maybe I will climb to the 30,000. Just to have even more altitude advantage.
Runway 29, depart heading 200.
Basically, the higher you are, the greater the range for the AMRAAM is, or for any missile basically.
Be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 130, 60 miles.
Just because it is moving in thicker air, it can save up, it can fly longer basically and faster. That's the principle of the rocket engine.
Bullseye 075, 120 miles.
I'm gonna go full afterburner until 30,000 feet.
Viper 11, Amendola.
I really need to destroy these guys first.
2, airborne.
Seems like they are focusing on me, so
Chalice 1, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 110, 120 miles.
Viper 1-2, rejoin formation.
Viper 12, Amendola. Departure. Resume own navigation.
So I'm feeling great now. I'm at 500 knots. So that's pretty high airspeed. Also, the airspeed is the initial point where you fire your missile. You not fire it from like 0 speed. Therefore, if you fire faster, like just 100 knots more, the missile is also faster. It accelerates quicker. And it reaches up the higher speed than usual.
Chalice 1, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 130, 80 miles.
It's a big difference whether you fire an AMRAAM in 400 and 450 basically knots. It adds you maybe, I don't know how many miles into the range. Looks like my wingman is way behind. He's not using afterburner. That's okay. That's completely okay. He will be able to clear my 6 if I attack all those 4 aircrafts. He then will be able to clear my 6 basically. Okay, let's drop the center fuel tank. Still unable to see them.
Viper 1-1, request vector to threat.
Viper 1, Sentry 1, nothing's up right now.
I'm almost supersonic. I won't be able to reach the supersonic speeds with Durandals under my wings. They provide a big drag to your F-16, but I have to carry them. Okay, I see something on the radar. It again disappeared. There was something here, 61 miles. Again, some unknown contact there. And it's there. I can see it. 64, 63 miles in front of me. I don't know the altitude. There is no like altitude information. Let me ask the...
Sentry 1, Viper 1-1. Request vector to threat.
Viper 1, Sentry 1. Nothing's up right now.
AVAX warns you where there is some bandits in like 60 miles. So it's still no warning for me. It's 64, 63. If this is the bandit, I don't know still. It's not very clear contact. Radar is not able to see at such distances correctly. Okay, it's now 58. So let's ask again.
Sentry 1, Viper 1-1. Request vector to threat.
Viper 1, Sentry 1. Nearest threat, bogey, bearing 020, 50 miles, 25,000.
Okay, 25,000. It was those four MiGs. 020, so let's fly into that direction. Let me get some speed. I have just almost 400, so need to accelerate a little bit. 30,000 feet. I have a solid lock on them. They are in 25,000 feet. 25, 26. I can see there is something behind them, some other target. Looks like my radar has difficulties to lock them at such direction. They are definitely out of range of my AMRAAMs, so I'm not able to shoot them. Okay, here they are. That's the completely different situation now. So, first turning away. Gonna wait. Launch.
1, Fox 3 long.
Fox 3. Second, Fox
1,
3.
Fox 3 long.
Third, Fox 3.
1, Fox 3 long.
And fourth,
1,
Fox 3.
long.
And let's fly away. So 4 AMRAAMs are on the way. Gonna cut the afterburner. Looks like they didn't fired at me. I think they turned back. As soon as they saw that I'm launching, they turned back as well. So these AMRAAMs might be a scratch. Who knows? I wasn't tracking them for long enough time. Okay. Some of them might be able to reach targets. Okay, it missed. And that's it, that was all. I'm gonna ask my wingman to clear my 6.
Viper 1-2, clear my 6. Break low. Engaging Big 29, 6 o'clock, very high.
I'm gonna fly into this Patriot cover, just to be more safe. We'll wait until the wingman fires at these MiGs behind me. And then I will join him as soon as he flies next to me. Seems like they are not willing to catch me, so let's fly into them again. I have still 1 AMRAAM left. There is no warning on the radar warning receiver. Now it appeared, so let's recommit again. 28, 8,000 feet. Very high.
Fox 3 long.
Fox 3 long. He's turning away. And seems like he didn't fire at all. Okay, I have to fly away. And just because I'm Winchester now, I'm gonna return to base and I will ask my wingman to do the same thing. Basically, no need to risk it.
2 Fox 3 long.
I'm just going to wait until he fires his missile. Let's rejoin. Missile behind me.
Rejoin formation.
I'm gonna
Viper,
jettison
1-2, on my way.
all the unnecessary stuff.
1, be advised, hostile aircraft bearing 360, 15 miles, 29,000.
2,
Altitude. Altitude.
Gonna fly as low as possible, directly into my base. And I need to stay as fast as possible.
Mayday, Mayday, bullseye, 160, 120 miles. Viper, 1-2, return to base.
Okay, I was going to say that I'm fine.
Chat flare.
Let's climb a little bit, so the missiles can't climb. They are without engine already. If I climb, they should be not able to follow me. At least I hope so. I can't see them anywhere. Oh, there they are.
Chalice 2, be advised, hostile launch activity detected, bullseye 0.
Okay, I've dodged the missiles. My wingman is no more, basically.
Passing.
So let's go for the landing. 2,000 pounds of fuel remaining. I don't know how many MiGs I destroyed. I hope for 2. The success will be at least 1. That will be nice. I'm gonna fly directly into this Patriot,
Chalice 2,
so he will
be
cover
advised,
me.
hostile aircraft bearing 020, 100 miles, 18,000.
They should turn back, or they will be
Altitude.
destroyed. Oh, there is a Patriot. I was trying to see it. So it's the Patriot missile just fired at the MiGs behind me. It will reach them very very quickly.
Bingo.
Okay, I'm at 9,000. 900, sorry.
Passing.
Okay, I do not see the missile yet, so it's really fast missile, the Patriot. It's useful also against other missiles, so it really needs to be quick. But I'm going now for the emergency landing. Let's go for the 290 runway. I'm pretty sure that the Patriot already reached them. There should be another launch. Patriot is still illuminating
Chalice 2,
targets.
be advised, hostile launch activity detected, bullseye 130, 60 miles.
Okay, I do not see any other launch, but the MiGs disappeared, so maybe they turned back. It's really not a good option to fly against a Patriot system. And I'm here over the runway, so let's go for
Viper 1-1,
emergency
declaring
landing.
an emergency.
Viper 1-1, Amendola, approach. Copy emergency. You are cleared for landing. Runway 29. Good luck, sir. Good morning, Viper 1-1, Amendola, tower, cleared for landing. Runway 29. Tech gear down.
How much fuel? 900 still okay. The Patriot is still active. Maybe they are still in its range.
Chalice 2, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 130, 60 miles.
Okay, I was able to return to base. That's great for this mission. I was hoping to reach that that split airfield. There is another option how to reach it.
Chalice 2, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 085, 100 miles.
The other option is to simply switch off your radar, go into like 100 feet altitude,
Viper 1-1, Amendola, tower, taxi clear of the runway.
and fly just over the terrain with your radar switched off, your EZM off, so you will be like invisible for the radars, and therefore you can maybe close to this split airbase and destroy it.
Chalice 2, be advised, hostile launch activity detected. Bullseye 085, 120 miles. Sentry 1, be advised, hostile aircraft bearings 350, 180 miles, 7,000.
I'm hit, heading for safety. Gator 2, let's go home.
Okay, so we returned back home. It was really hard mission. I'm glad I made it back. Even that's the success of the mission. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I will catch you in the next episode. I will do maybe some other mission, I don't know.
20 miles.
And I can see there is another sortie just taking off into the action. It must be the interdiction which was planned behind our flight. So they are just taking off from this airbase. So you can see it's pretty busy here all the time in the campaign. So guys, thank you for watching. As always, have fun, take care, and bye.